Welcome back. And like we always do, is the tradition that we start with the daily trust, which is the weekend trust this morning. And the major story there says Tinubu must do to fix failing policies. Bala Mohammed said so. And then the writers are saying, why not? Problems have become complex. I mean, we know this for a very long time, but it's becoming more complex as it is. I pitied Wike after Atiku's snub. We've parted ways. Well, I'm sure this is coming from Bala Mohammed. And then he said the president, FCT minister behind PDP crisis. Well, this is also back and forth for a while now. We always have seen party crisis, from the ruling party to the opposition party. So crisis, I'm sure it won't cease to happen. That's what politics is all about, I'm sure, sort of. I'm still undecided about 2027 presidency. Well, there's a lot for you to go through this week on Weekend Trust. And then I don't own a house in Abuja below the belt, former FCT Minister Mohammed Abba Gana said. Well, there are a lot of politicians, that have come and done their, their stay, rule and then go. And a lot of them are saying they don't have houses in Abuja. But, for any one of them that comes out to say they don't have house, I mean, they won't lie about it. Despite several contract awards, just Saminaka Road remains deplorable. I mean, a lot of roads are still yet to be fixed. There's, I was just discussing it with someone just yesterday, and we were saying another regime or administration will just come and then continue from where that one stops, or they'll just start their own with their manifestos and policies that they believe is going to work. But they always seem to forget the roads, and a lot of accidents, lives are being, lost every freaking day. And, it's something that we should actually, look into. How traders' invasion obstructs learning at 84 years old school. Well, you can find that story on page 2. Kano to go ahead with local government poll I just mentioned earlier. So the election is going to happen today. But if you want to know more about it, you can check, page 39 for more details. We didn't ask Tinubu to remove fuel subsidy from PMS. This is coming from the IMF. I mean, they just said they've not asked him. They denied the allegation of saying they advised him to remove the fuel subsidy. So they are saying they did not. You can go through page 43 for more details. Tinubu, Akpabio, Abbas, Barrow, Atiku, and other governors and senators attended the Senator Goje's daughter's wedding. I mean, I saw a pictorial of them, and all of this mentioned were actually there. You can go through page 43 for more details on that. And this is the much that we have on the Daily Trust weekend this morning. All right, so let's take a look at Punch. The major story there is saying crashed helicopter. Nama enlists Cameroon, others over missing bodies, victims unveiled. Well, this is a tragedy. Our heart goes out to the families that lost their loved ones. Families, friends mourn deceased NNPC staffs, workers. You can find details on page 4. It's been a while that I heard of, helicopter crashing. I mean, I think since it happened in Niger when they took down the military helicopter just a couple of months, or is it last year? I think that was the last time. But, this is actually new, and we really feel bad for the families that lost their loved ones. And then below the belt, banditry allegation, how Matawale survived cabinet reshuffle. The allegation is still yet to be, unveiled if it is true or not. We are still waiting to see. But he has survived the cabinet reshuffle after President Tinubu has reshuffled his ministers just a couple of days ago. And then marketers imported 42 million liters petrol set to arrive. We still have the Dangote refinery. Why are we still importing, petrol? But go through page 19 for more details. Ogun teachers in trouble. Ogun teacher in trouble as pupil dies after 162 frog jumps. I thought now some punishments. There was a law a couple of years ago that I if I can remember, that was set to remove punishments in school, flogging and the rest. So if they are trying to avert that and they resort to frog jump, now the young pupil has died, and this is sad. If there's anything we don't like to see, people dying, which we know is inevitable, but go through page 12 for more details on that. Losing 2015 election, tough moment in my life. Jonathan, the former president, actually is recounting what he felt after the election, after he lost to former President Muhammadu Buhari. You can go through page 27 for more details. Nigerians turn beggars as biting hunger ravages communities. What do you expect? When there is hunger, everything is expensive, inflation everywhere. Everything, once the fuel is high, everything goes high. We all know that. So cost of living is very, very expensive for people, So you can go through page 20 for more details. Helicopter sell. Reps panel indicts ex-aviation minister Sirika. It's long time coming. I mean, we saw this, it's been back and forth. There were so many rumors around Sirika's, during his time as the aviation minister. Go through page 27 for more details. Spin doctors, entertainers who have perfected art of marketing. You can see a pictorial of Twin Abraham, Kiss Daniel, and Funke Akindele. I mean, they all have some sort of degrees or masters in their career path, but chose to be very, very good marketers at that. With what they do when it comes to their movies, songs, and what have you. So you can go through page 16 for more details. And then let's take a look at Vanguard this morning. Local government poll, Wike Fubara in fight to finish. I don't know if these two strong and resource people are going to stop this fight back and forth. We can't just wait to see them, reconcile and just let everything flow and according to how it's supposed to be and what have you. So go through page 5, but then the writer says Fubara accuses IGP of bias, insists on today's election. There are so many elections that is about to happen, I think today, because if this is going to happen, then there's going to be a lot for you, to just watch out for. National PDP backs for Rivers chapter disagrees. Still, we always have people that are against and for. Governor Eno Akpabio bragged in Akwa Ibom. I mean, it's their state. What do you expect? Go through page 5, like I said, for more details. Tinubu's comes conferred GCON on Reps Speaker Tajuddin Abbas. Go through page 6 for more details. Customs, police, and NCCSALW react as fear spreads about millions of seized arms illegal imported into the country. You can go through page 10 for more details. Sad stories of mystery, disappearance of policeman after in-laws burial. Well, this is a sad one. And the wife is asking, where is her husband? You can go through page 15 for more details. I was wrong on Thai payment. Adebayo apologizes. You can go through page 6 for more details. While we are rooting for an indigene to be Lagos governor in 2027 group. You can go through page 8 for more details on that. And then let's take a look at Guardian this morning. And then the Guardian newspaper is saying fear of implementation as rollout of new basic education curriculum underway. Well, we have seen some universities and, calling off strikes, and some still want to go on strike. But then, this is definitely a fear for a lot of, people, because the implementation is what is at stake. Because we see things put out there, but the implementation is always slow. Very, very slow. But go through page 8 and 9 for more details. Reforms, World Bank, IMF face backlash amid rising inflation and petrol costs. We just talked about that. They denied the fuel subsidy removal and then the cost also. So they can't deny the rise of inflation at this point because a lot of things are not going well for the country. I mean, the economic hardship is really biting deep. We just saw in one of the newspapers that saying, people are becoming beggars because the hunger is biting hard. Well, go through page 2 for more details. Nigerians are in a haste to reap from Tinubu's economic reforms. This is coming from Professor Adeni. Well, I myself will want to go through this to see what claims are being said in this, just so we can have full details of what is going on. You can go through page 4 and 5 for more details. And then Oralusi commends creation of Regional Development Ministry. A lot of people are saying that some of the ministries or a ministry that was created is unnecessary, and some of the ministries should be merged, because it shouldn't be separate. They can be under one ministry for some of them. Well, go through page 37 for more details. Why are they scared of EFCC? Now, I don't know who they are asking this question, but go through the Guardian just so you can have full details of what is happening. And then we go through Tribune, Saturday Tribune, the local government election, battle of courts in Kano. Rider says State High Court gives go-ahead for today's poll. APC kicks police vows to enforce peace. I just, said it that there should be peace during the election because we wouldn't want to hear any sort of, fight or crisis that will start, because Lagos is already intense at this point. A lot is happening. So go through page 2 for more details. Olubadan raises alarm over increasing number of Almajiri out-of-school children. With the economy, a lot of parents won't be able to pay, for their children's school fees and the rest. So with the economy and hunger everywhere, like I said, we just saw that people are becoming beggars. So this is also one of it. And some days ago, the Senate has, sat about the issue, the intense issue of the Almajiri out-of-school children, which is a menace that needs to be tackled. The more the children out of school, the more we have, people are scared. Netizens are saying that the more terrorism, the more banditry, because at the end of the day, that's the next thing that they could be thinking of. We have seen a lot of children, young people going into rituals just because they want to make ends meet. Go through page 2 for more details. Tinubu cannot pauperize us, take all the taxes and still not be responsible for anything. Adebayo, ex-SDP presidential candidate. Well, this is coming from Adebayo and the ex-SDP presidential candidate saying that he cannot pauperize us. Well, if you want to know more about this, go through page 13 for more details. Hardship. Kwashoko back in Nigeria. Experts raise alarm. I mean, we are just seeing alarm being raised for one thing or the other. There is hunger. So definitely health is going to be one thing that people will have to face. Is a lot of people that are seriously sick, their health will deteriorate because they don't eat well. They don't eat the appropriate food. They don't have enough to even go to the hospital, purchase some drugs that they need at this point. So Kwashoko is actually back, and it's something that we've not seen for a very long time. And if experts are raising alarm, then it's something that we should look into. I mean, we are still battling with monkeypox and the rest. Go through page 8 for more details. Yoruba group asks Obasanjo to support Tinubu. Nigerian's president has no plan. Ex-president. The Yorubas are saying he should support him because he's a Yoruba man, I guess. And then, he's saying that he doesn't have plan. We have seen that Obasanjo is not really supporting Tinubu, but we wish and we hope that they will come together to make Nigeria better, because that's what we are looking for. The elders who are our past presidents and past, governors to come together to see how they can make Nigeria better. Go through page 3 for more details. Court reminds Ondo man for macheting wife to death. it's like every day we have to see someone die. Now you'll be wondering what might have happened that led to this man taking his wife's life. But go through page 3 for more details. Ondo Governor Governor Makinde, Southwest PDP leader, receives defectors from APC, SDP, and others. You can see a pictorial of Atiku and Tinubu, and then Goje also, Ganduje, and the rest with Ndumi. Well, this is good. It's nice to see two people always, Atiku always picking on the president and having this smile and the picture. It says a lot. Go through page 2 for more details on the Ondo Governor poll story. Well, I guess that's the much that we have for you on the front pages and what the national dailies are saying. I hope this will keep you busy throughout the week. Well, we'll go on a quick break, and when we return, we are going to open the phone lines to discuss something that is a little bit of, I won't say a little, but a concern for Nigerians. We want to look at if your accounts have been hacked, what your experience was like, so that we'll get to know, and then we'll definitely be joined later by experts to talk about this. So don't go anywhere after this break.